Hey folks, welcome back to Sparks and Grit Garage. This is Richard. I'm glad to have you all back. So it kind of dawned on me that on my old wrecker, Montford, I never really had, I'd done some work on it, done some work on the engine to get it running better where I could move it around and everything. But, and it still needs brakes. The brake lines are shot and all that. But never really did a walk around of it and just kind of introduced it to everyone. So I think we're going to do that now because I'm going to getting ready to clean it up, do some work on it. So let's just take a look. So here's Montford. It's a 71 Ford F350 Sport Custom wrecker. Now I believe that's a 50s wrecker bed, and the reason I think that is because growing up we had a 55 Ford cab over engine wrecker that had a very similar style bed on it. It was a bigger bed than that, obviously, because it was a lot bigger truck. It'd be a, I think that'd be an F600 now, or then whatever it was, F6, F600, I don't know what they called it, but it was a big semi basically. Had a 292 V8 in it with a 2-barrel, but it was a 5-speed with a 2-speed axle and had air brakes and everything. So anyway, so that's the style of bed this is, which makes me think that it's from the 50s. It doesn't really look like what you would typically see on a truck from the 70s. And it looks like it's got a kind of a homemade boom winch system on it. See those pipes there? It's kind of cool. There's a weld there and a weld there. Now the gentleman that I bought this truck from told me that that was the way they did it back then to add strength, which I don't know, I'm not saying he's wrong, but I still don't think this outfit here, I think the bed is actually a manufactured style bed from a, from an actual company that makes wrecker beds. But I don't think this boom system is. I think it's homemade. So, looking at a lot of the other wrecker booms I've seen in my life, I have seen that, but I always thought it was just because they didn't have one long piece of pipe. They had several short ones, so they welded them together. It looks like the dollies might be homemade too. Maybe not. Drop me a comment, whatever you guys think. I'm interested to know what you guys think about it, whether this is a factory style boom setup with dollies and all that, or if it's something homemade. It does have an old crawler style PTO winch on it, which it does work. I have used the clutch and forward reverse levers here to work the sling up and down. It does have, looking at this, there is some wear and tear on that. It's definitely got some cracks and it's thin. Like here's some bubblegum welds on there. It's pretty good. Pretty solid right there. None of it looks good, but it's definitely, you'd be surprised how much that would hold. But again, here's the dollies. Now the the pipes that connect those together I don't have, which is no big deal. I can make some of that, but you can see how that's cut with a torch up in there around where the winch goes. And all this bracketry we have down in here. It's a cool old truck. I like all this. This old, some people might call that patina. I think that's a little bit, that's some mature patina is what that is. Just snowing down there. So when I pressure wash this, that'll all come off. You can see where it says, faintly you can tell it says wrecker. I don't know if it says service, maybe. Can't really tell what the rest of that was. I'd like to know. But you can see the winch there. And stuff like this. I mean, this is pretty cobbled up, rough looking. Stuff. You know, but it does work. And this thing now, the guy I bought it from, his dad used this to make a living with, apparently, for a long time. So it did the job. Nothing against backyard, you know, shade tree mechanic, welding, stuff like that. I mean, I've done quite a bit of that myself. But it looks like this thing might have had, you know, that bed probably had a manual winch on it. If you look right here, you can see this right here. That looks like that might have been cut out for a handle to come out with a crank. You know, you put a... I'd just like to be that guy. Of course, there's a lot of gear reduction on those. Makes it easy to lift them up and down. But a lot harder to see what was left of the name on this side of it. Got those cool old bias ply snow treads on it, which most of them seem to hold air. That's how you check them. You just give them a good kick with the old steel toe, and it's good. But looking around this, it has spent some time on the road in the salty roads. So it's definitely developed a little bit of rust here and there. They're just aerodynamics, NASCAR racing holes at this point. Just let the wind just flow through. Makes them faster. It's got these cool little lights on it. Got the naked lady. I think she's supposed to have some wings on. But that's definitely not a factory option. So got some sunburn on it, some cool patina. I'd love to leave the patina on this thing. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think. You know, the bad thing about leaving the patina is I got stuff like this that I really would like to fix that. I'd love to have the patina, but I'd like to have that stuff straight. So it's kind of hard to fix that stuff and make it straight without ruining the patina. So, but it does have a cool patina on it, you know. Got the sunburn here, sunburn on the roof. It's got the old execution style bomb in the behind the back seat, or behind. It's got the old killer gas bomb in behind the seat there, and definitely got some ankle vents going on here. Yeah, take a lot of license plates to fill that up. You know, the upholstery surprisingly don't look too bad, but looks like it's been recovered at some point. I'm not going to raise that up just yet. I'm going to look at this stuff over here in the other side of the cab. So, got the flamage on the mud flaps. Sure, that's cool. All right. This here, I believe, this is the one tire that's flat. See how it wiggles around whenever you kick it with the old steel toe? Again, that's how you test them. It's flat. So, it's got a little bit of green algae growing on the windows where it's been sitting in the, you know, under trees and stuff. Let's look in here. More of that cool looking patina. Drop me some comments. Oh, I just scratched it. Got a door ding. Alright, so let's check out what we got going on in here. See what this is. This is Purolator air filter box. So apparently they've changed their air cleaner, which I've seen that. I don't know if that's a Purolator air cleaner that's in it, but it does have a good air filter in it. So let's lay that over here. Now these here, these were not in the truck when I bought it. I just threw them in here to get them out of the weather. But I bought these, and I'm going to actually put them on this truck eventually. But these are old these are Thunderbird. That's what you know, you take a piece of plywood and you put it in the haunted house and you hit it with a ball bat, and that's your Thunderbird. So these are Thunderbird valve covers off an FE from the 60s. So let's get them out. See what else we can find. So, see this here, the newspaper. It is 2006, possibly. It says Henry County, which I don't know how that got in here. I bought this car in Russell County, Kentucky, but maybe he picked up a car in Henry County. It's a pretty good drive to Henry County from Russell County, so I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Old ice scraper, cracked. Little 86 that. Some gloves. Yeah. Work gloves. I think those can go in the old 86 file as well. Now these here, folks, these are high dollar. Now they don't look like much, but I think these are like a roll of these at the parts store is like $8, $9, or $10, something like that. Sure, I mean they still got some life left in them. You just roll off. Look at that, brand new. It's brand new. You roll one layer off, it's brand new underneath. Well, I don't know, it ain't brand new, but I'll use them. You better bet your sweet bippy I'm gonna use them. All right, a little more garbage, some more stuff out of here. Bring that a little bit closer. I don't have to walk that far. Now, I like that. Not in too good a shape, but hey, I can clean up a little bit and I can put that up on my wall with all my other license plates. We'll just lay that up on the dashboard right now for safekeeping. See what we got here. We got some hubcaps. Now them there, look at there. I don't know what those are off of. They might be off of an old Caprice, maybe, or Impala. You know, I got some hubcaps off of an Impala. See, we got 1, 2. They're in pretty good shape. I'm assuming that's why they're in here for safekeeping. And there's a trim ring. I don't really know what that's off of. We could figure it out. But look at there. There's number 3. Folks, we might have us a complete set. of these. They're Chevrolet Impala or Caprice hubcaps. Let's see. Let's keep digging. Oh, looky there now. Them there is that's a Mustang hubcap. Probably in the 60, 67, 68 range maybe. Yeah, it's in good shape. It's here. There's a Chevrolet hubcap. Man, that is heavy. That has got some girth to it right there. I don't know what that's off of. Anybody knows what that's off of, throw me a comment. It's got a few little dings and dents in it. It's not perfect. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think, what would that be off of? It's got a magnesium center in it. Those are pretty cool. That's a pretty cool hubcap. We got another one. We got another one hiding over here. It's the Wire. I don't know. Is that some? I don't know what that is. If that's a Cadillac, kind of looks like a Cadillac with that barley around there design. But oh, in case you get stranded, you got your space blanket. You know. What's this? It's like a big piece of foam rubber. Like he might have had that in there to lay on in case he had to get out and roll under it and work on it. I don't know. Or maybe had that with the space blanket in case he needed to have a comfy place to lay down and take a nap. I don't know. There's a lot of other stuff in here. What that is, I don't know. Hydraulic oil. Folks, it's got a little bit in it. Oh, got her some brake fluid. Right there, looks like it's the .3s. Got a little bit of brake fluid. Interior paint from Napa. Don't know. We'll look at it and see what it is. It's empty brake fluid. It's a bad sign, folks. So it kind of tells a story. You got an empty brake fluid can, hydraulic oil, transmission fluid, another brake fluid, got some spray paint, more spray paint. Oh, that one's empty. Good. Empty. Another can of the interior spray. Fast drying. In case you want to just spray it and get right in. This is your indoor outdoor. I mean, maybe he's wanting to put that on the outside of the bed. Just repaint it red. Got some safety spectacles here. Folks, you can never be too safe. 86. Alright. SAE 30. It's like we might have had a leak. Or burning some oil. Top half transmission fluid. Oh, that goes in the power steering pump. I know that's leaking. The old battery hold down. We'll lay that there. There's some other battery hold downs right there. What we got here? 86. Speaker cover. Looks like that goes on that over there. But we're going to do away with that. And its friend. Another glove. Let's look in the old glove compartment. Oh, ain't one open. Oh, there it goes. Let's see what we got here. Allstate Insurance. I'm not going to show you all the name and everything on there, all that information, but looks like the last time it was insured expired in July of 06. So that newspaper was maybe spot on the money. Let's see what we got here. Insurance information. Hold on to some of that stuff. Might have some information on the truck that I need later. There's some registration stuff. Yes. There looks like a, yep, gas tank filler neck grommet. November 2005. Pawn shop calendar. 6 quarts of oil, 30 weight. Got a wire nut in there. I'm not too concerned about that. A couple of your garden variety clips and screws. Leave them in there. Just put this all this insurance paperwork and stuff back in there for now. I might even put this Ford license plate in there. Alright. Let's see what anything up here. No. Alright. Well, let's stick this stuff back in the floorboard for now. I'll vacuum all that stuff out later. That's just like foam or styrofoam or something that just fell apart. These here hubcaps, they make good wall art. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Let's look behind the seat. Ooh, check it out. We got us some road flares. They look like they've seen better days, folks. But that kind of stuff's cool. Might have to get one of those out later and try them out. You got its seatbelt wrapped in plastic to keep it looking new. And it looks like what I see down there might be a tow hook. Let me see if I can get that out. It worked. I mean, these seatbelts look new. Brand spanking new. Let's see now. Oh, oh. Folks, we got us a Chromex quality wrench. Now, may not be a very valuable item, but I can tell you, probably better quality than some of the stuff you get today. Look at here. This is a tow hook. Yeah. These here, I'll show you what these are. How you use those. A lot of you guys know already, but we'll show you how you use that here in a second. Ooh, meese. I hate Mises to pieces. Uh-oh. Oh, there's another piece of small chain. Oop. There's a sister. Another tow hook under there. See what else we can find. That's treasure right there to me. That stuff right there, I like that because, see, I'm in business. I can hook that on. What you do is you hook this under up under the car on a control arm like that, and you run this up over the hooks on the sling, and then raise her up. That's how you get going. That's how you tow a car. Go around the other side. Look up under the old seat over there, see if we see anything cool. I don't see nothing. Pretty much empty. Well, only thing left. Let's look under here. See, remember I told you I saw a power steering leak? Right there. It's proof of that, because I know, because I've had to fill it a couple times. I had to fill it when I bought the truck in order to get it to work good enough to get up on the trailer. And then I filled it again just the other day. It's heavy. So here it is. As you can see, like I said, I've done some work on this. I did replace the distributor, cap and rotor, points, condenser, coil, wires, plugs, rebuilt the carburetor, fuel filter, fuel pump, changed the oil in the oil filter, and pretty much that's it. Oh, the radiator. Changed the radiator because, like a dummy, I destroyed that myself. That was not cheap, let me tell you. So it looks like the only thing we really got left is to fire it up. Let's fire it up. I know it'll start because I've already, like I said, had it running. But it's got all kinds of switches in here. I think it's got more switches than the space station. I don't even know what these three are for sure. Those right there. And you got two more right here. I'm assuming they got to do with a lot of the lights on here. Got this here. This, I believe, is a throttle stop. So you can rev the engine up and set that to where it holds the engine at a certain RPM for whenever you're raising the sling up and down, hooking up a car onto it. So this one here is the choke. And the rest is all standard. CB, I've actually turned the CB on. The CB actually does come on, which is cool. Got a clip here that says stop. Stuck to it. Before you buy radar, see your custom man. Custom signals. I'll remember that. That's good advice. Okay. You can see this did not have the AM FM Philco stereo or the air conditioning option, but well, let's look in here. What's in here? Oh, what in it? There's notes in here. There's a love note in there. Let's see what that is. '71 Ford F350. Drive home. Works pretty good. $1,600. Well, I can tell you, I wish I'd have come along whenever this note was on it, because I paid considerably more for this than that. But listen now, that's just the way times are these days. You're not gonna go out and find cool stuff like this for a couple $100. I'm not saying you, let me rephrase that. You probably won't. You might. I can't get that back in there. Doesn't want to go. There it went. All right, let's see if we can start it up. First thing, put her in neutral. That's how you know it's in neutral, when you can wiggle her back and forth, because if she's in gear, you can still wiggle it, but it's not as far. We're in neutral. All right, push in the old clutch, pull out the choke, give her a few pumps. good. So you can tell it's got a lot of exhaust leaks. Not only are the brake lines rotted off of it, and the brakes, all that needs to be replaced, but also the exhaust manifolds. I think one of them's cracked, plus the gaskets are shot. All the exhaust is rotted off, so we're basically running open headers, extra horsepower. And I've run quite a bit of 90 octane alcohol-free recreational fuel through this already, and a lot of Berryman B12, and I can still smell that deck stain smell, you know, burning off out of the tank. So the old Ford power. It's a 360 FE, primarily built for trucks. I turned the choke all the way off, slowed up a little bit. All right. Well, what we're going to do now, just shut her down. And on the next video, we'll pick up on where we start cleaning it all up, get it out. We might even hook one of the old Ramblers to it. Just lift it up, drive it around with no brakes, because that's cool. Especially up and down hills like I got out here. So I'm pretty anxious to use the sling. Now that I've got those tow hooks, I can hook them on there. So I think that's what I'll do. Next video, we're going to hook it up to the back of a car, because the old Rambler don't have a rear end in it. My parts car, not my wagon. My wagon has a rear end. But anyway, so next video, we're going to hook it up to the old Rambler, pull it around by the sling, just for fun. Thanks for tuning in. Later.